What's up, y'all, man? I want to talk about Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Well, the Super Bowl, I thought the whole totality of the Super Bowl, I think it was kind of uneventful. Yes, it was a low scoring game. I liked the defense on both sides of the ball. I like a mixture of defense and offense. I just don't like all offense. And this Super Bowl showed it. I kind of figured it was going to be a low scoring game. I know a lot of people saying it was going to be a high scoring game. They thought it was going to be a high scoring game back and forth, but something told me it was going to be a low scoring game. Bill Belichick, he really game planned real good for the Rams, like I thought he would. He stopped the running game, stopped the passing game, just stopped everything. I mean, the Rams didn't play bad defense either. I mean, it was a defensive, back and forth. It's just the Patriots made more big plays. You know what I'm saying? If you want to consider the plays that they made were big. Well, the reason why I say they were big is because they came at the right moments. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots were able to move the chains more often than the Rams. The Rams couldn't get anything going. Todd Gurley couldn't get anything going. I don't know what the dynamic that's going to be between Todd Gurley and the head coach McVay. Now, if it comes out that Todd Gurley was hurt, and that's different. But if he wasn't hurt and he was healthy and he was sharing carries with Anderson. No, hold on. Is his name Anderson? Well, he was sharing carries with him, and Todd Gurley was healthy, completely healthy. That can be something to look at because long as you winning, like last week, I mean 2 weeks ago when the Rams beat the Saints, it was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Todd Gurley was sharing carries, but they won the game. And when you win a game, it's a whole lot easier to swallow it when you win. Now they lost. Now, would Todd Gurley have the same attitude that he had 2 weeks ago when they won? He said, "I stunk up the joint. I was healthy. You know what I'm saying? As long as the team went out there and did great and picked me up. Now, will he have the same attitude this time around? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's something to look at. But going back to the game, it was a pretty good game. Julian Edelman. I didn't see who won the MVP. I didn't see all the post game because I had to get up in the morning. So the game went off kind of late. I had to get up in the morning, and I didn't see who won MVP. I thought Julian Edelman could have won MVP. Maybe to give it to the Patriots defense. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But it was a couple people that could have won it. Tom Brady didn't have his best Super Bowl. Tom Brady is this Super Bowl remind me of Tom Brady's first Super Bowl. I think he threw. Did he throw a touchdown in the first Super Bowl? I'm trying to remember, did he throw a touchdown in the first Super Bowl? Maybe he did. But this reminds me of the first Super Bowl when what I'm saying, he struggled but they still won. You know what I'm saying? He struggled but he the drive that matters, he made that count and they were able to win the game. The Patriots never blow anybody out in the Super Bowl. It always comes down to like the last couple of possessions, and the Patriots always make the plays in the last. Well, I'm not gonna say always, but for the most part, they make the plays in the final seconds to win the Super Bowl. Even last year, they had the ball last, and he threw a hail mary to Gronk. But like I said, the Patriots always have a close Super Bowl, and if they were gonna get blown out in the Super Bowl, I thought it probably could have been the one they played against the Rams in the first time they played the Rams, because that team was. I know a lot of people will try to compare this team to that team. No, 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 no. That team was a great team. You got Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Hall of Fame wide receivers on that team. Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. I know Torrey Holt is not in the Hall of Fame. I think Isaac Bruce is. Torrey Holt should get in the Hall of Fame. He had a Hall of Fame running back in Marshall Faulk. They had a pretty good defense. I thought that Rams team was better than this Rams team. But the younger kids will kind of argue, well, this Rams team scored more points and all that. Well, the NFL is more wide open. They did that in a little bit more of a physical, football era, and that team was dynamic, and the Patriots beat that team. But you have to favor the Patriots to win Super Bowl again next year, man. I mean, Tom Brady is not Tom Brady, like I said, 5 or 10 years ago, but none of us are. But he has the mind. He can still the game plan that they have for him offensive wise, he don't have to push the ball down the field as much. He got two good running backs. He still got Julian Edelman. You don't know what they're gonna do in the draft. The Patriots always draft well. They always get somebody out the draft with nobody never say, will people be like, man, who was that? Then 2 years later or a year later or during that season, in the second half of the season, that player is starting or making big plays. You know what I'm saying? So I thought when Patrick Chung got hurt, I thought the Patriots were gonna struggle, but like I said, they always plug somebody else up in there, man. The Patriots always have some. The Patriots they're just a smarter team, a smarter football team, and they're just ready to come and execute. They just grind you, grind you, grind. Especially in the Super Bowl, they just grind you, grind you, grind you. Then when you make one mistake, they capitalize, and that's what happened. The Rams that make a whole lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? They just the ones that they did make, like that long run that I believe Head had. I think his name is Moorhead or whatever his name is. But he ran up straight up the gut, man. But that was a product of probably the Rams defense getting tired. It was a physical game. It was a real physical football game. They let the guys play. They let them actually go out there and play football. You know what I'm saying? It was I seen the wrestling between the wide receivers and the corners. You know what I'm saying? Gilmore, him and Cooks was going at it. Him and Robert Woods was going at it. But they let them play. You got to let these guys play football, man. It's a fit. Like long as it's not nothing egregious, to where people are like holding somebody back. You know what I'm saying? Other than hand fighting for the down the field and trying to make a play on the ball. Let these guys play, man. They let them play. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to Tom Brady. That's number 6. I'm always back and forth who's the better between him and Joe Montana. I'm a little bit biased towards Joe Montana because I grew up watching Joe Montana, so I'm always say Joe Montana, you know what I'm saying, to me is still the best, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people overlook Terry Bradshaw because they just overlook Terry. People don't know football, man. People don't even think past that time, but yeah, they had the steel curtain, but Terry Bradshaw, he was at the helm when the Steelers won those 4 titles. He was at the helm. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give that man a lot of credit for winning those 4 Super Bowls. Tom Brady got 6 now. Joe Montana got 4. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. I mean, if you want to say Tom Brady is the best quarterback ever, you can say that. You know what I'm saying? It's a great, 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 great argument. It's not really an argument. You can just say it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got Joe Montana. I believe they're 1A and 1B. But I give Tom Brady a lot of credit. He says he's going to play until he's 45. He can. In this league, the way that the league is ran right now, that you can't really, you know what I'm saying, punish the quarterback. I seen Aaron Donald throw him down. I thought they was going to throw a penalty on that. They didn't throw a penalty on that when Aaron Donald slammed him down to the ground. I mean that's good though. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to hit the quarterbacks, man. I mean. The one Patriot player pushed Jared Goff out of bounds, but he was still in bounds. They didn't call a penalty on that. I was waiting for the flag. I was like, man, don't call no penalty on that because he was still in bounds and he was trying to knock him out from so he won't get another yard. So I thought altogether it was a competitive Super Bowl, which it's always going to be a competitive Super Bowl when the Patriots play, but. It was uneventful. It didn't really have no big plays. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really have a lot of. It wasn't no drama. It just wasn't no drama in it. It just both teams just looked. You know what I'm saying? Like they were playing kind of in quicksand. I mean seriously, and just the Patriots just were able to deal with it better than the Rams. But when Cooks did drop that touchdown, you got to catch that. I mean, yes, you arm fighting with Gilmore. He's on you. It was double coverage, but that pass was beautiful. It dropped right in his hands. You got to squeeze that. I don't care what happens. You have to squeeze that. That you have to bring that in. And when they didn't get that touchdown, and then on the, I believe that next play, that's when they called that zero blitz, and the guy got in Jared Goff's face, and he just threw it up for grabs, basically. You know what I'm saying? And then Gilmore intercepted it. You know, that's game right there. And then the Patriots, like I said, they execute. They picked up the first downs they needed, kicked the field goal, and the Rams got the ball at the end. They really couldn't do anything. They kicker missed the field goal. They still needed an onside kick, so they needed a lot of stuff to happen. And you know what I'm saying? It's no guarantee they was gonna get the onside kick with the new rules. They do got the new rules with the onside kick, so it's harder to get an onside kick. It was already hard to get an onside kick before they made the new rules. Now, shoot, you virtually won't get one. You have to be lucky to get one. But like I said, you got the favorite, the Patriots next year. It's gonna be the same story next year. The Patriots may struggle a little bit, and people gonna say, "Well, Tom Brady fell off. Is Tom Brady? The Patriots are going to pass the torch to another team." You just have to wait to the end of the season with the Patriots. People, just let's wait to the end of the season and see what happens. Just don't make any predictions early or mid-season with the Patriots, because I told people the Patriots have a system. Now their system that they have, and with any system, it's not perfect, but it's a system that maintains consistency. They're going to win their share of games because they're, first of all, they're going to be smarter than a lot of teams, and second of all, they're going to, well, smartness, and they're going to execute better than other teams. So some games they're going to win. They're going to win games that they probably shouldn't win because you made the mistake or a couple mistakes that let them in the door, and they won that game. So like I said, you have to wait to the end of the year before you have any predictions or make any